Anywhere you can work, any of the areas that are accessible for body work or for cupping are accessible for Gua Sha. The spoon works particularly well on areas that are hard to get a seal, so tendony areas, joint spaces, that kind of stuff. Certainly we can work along the lateral border, just like we did with the cupping. With this, we want to be careful about the amount of pressure. It's very tender, and the spoon gives us a variety of shapes. So I don't want to try to stick a big broad area in a relatively narrow spot. I'm going to, generally speaking, use a smaller part of the tool. So running just along like this. If I were to work like the medial border, like we did with cupping, where I'll put the arm in the wing position here, I'm not probably going to try to cram the head of the spoon in that position. It's a much smaller area, but the bottom end of the spoon handle fits really well up underneath there. Is that okay? Yeah. Again, we don't want it to be perpendicular to the surface. We want to lay it down as much as possible. Just like that. Easy enough. The other area I'll often use Gua Sha is where the tricep tendon for the long head is crossing here right at the axillary fold, because I can get in there with the spoon in a way that often is kind of tough with the cup.
Are you using the handle?
Just the head. It doesn't matter. I mean, you can use whichever side fits on that particular person. Big broad areas, things like the entire tricep, can certainly be worked. Just like this, no problem. I tend to use it a lot for tendony areas, so coming down onto the tricep tendon right at the olecranon process is a great idea. Depending on your comfort level with the spoon, you may want to finger block the olecranon so you're not running over top it with the spoon. And I like to push away from bony protuberances just to make sure I don't run over them. If I'm pulling towards it, I might accidentally bump over it. That can hurt. One area that we didn't have any work, cupping, because of the artery that you can work really well with the spoon, is this coracobrachialis area on the inside medial aspect of the arm. There isn't the same contraindication over arteries that we have with cupping. However, common sense should abound. Don't use heavy pressure and spend 30 minutes Gua Sha'ing right over a major artery. But I have had patients whose only real problem was their coracobrachialis. They've injured that muscle, and you need to be able to get in there and work. Gua Sha is perfect for that. Does that make sense? Almost always when we move down off of the upper arm, the brachium, onto the forearm, I switch from cupping to Gua Sha. It just fits better for these areas. So we're going to talk about the flexor compartment a little bit, and the hand while we've got it here. For the flexors, you can just broadly work the whole compartment without any trouble. It's really simple. I don't think it makes any difference if you go towards the elbow or towards the hand. I'm doing it this way because I'm trying to stay out of the camera so that it's not just the back of my head. But I could just as easily come to this side and push down the arm. Nothing wrong with either one. If you want to be more specific and say, okay, what I'm worried about is pronator teres, so I'm going to have her try to pronate a little bit, and I'll give you some resistance. There we go. And that way it stands that muscle up a little bit, and then kind of focus in on it. Great. That's a wonderful way to use Gua Sha. If not, you can also just work the whole compartment. Depending on how comfortable you are with the anatomy, that can vary. The carpal tunnel is a common place to see Gua Sha done. Usually it's the head or the end of the handle. Sometimes on some people the head, the very end of it will work. All I would say is be very cautious with pressure. If somebody is dealing with carpal tunnel syndrome, there's already a lot of compression in this area, and we don't want to be really aggressive and compress it further. Blood flow is good. Probably more important is working all of those muscles, but spending a little bit of time getting in here is fine. The phenoeminence is an area that I treat a lot with Gua Sha. Our thumb muscles are overworked and underpaid for pretty much everyone in every profession. And the spoon is a nice, easy way to get in here and work without overworking my thumb to help her thumb. which is a terrible trade-off as a practitioner. Depending on the size of their hand, you may be able to use the head of the spoon and run right along the flexor pollicis brevis and adductor brevis, or adductor pollicis rather. Or you may need to switch and use the handle side here, work that whole lung 10 region. More commonly, I will work the entire flexor digitorum tendon group. I tend to do it one at a time, so I'll extend the digit and I'll track the spoon along the tendon back towards the carpal tunnel, but never actually running over it. Is that okay?
That's fun.
I do this body work, not just with the spoon, but just give a little stretch to the tendon and track along and then move on. This is your friend with that Dupuytren's. You should work this on that side.
It's almost, yeah.
No worries, you've got a partner.
Yeah.
Just like that. Another thing that Gua Sha in the hand can be really good for is trigger finger. Trigger finger comes about because the digitorum muscles, there's two of them, have tendons that cross. Digitorum profundus and superficialis cross that proximal interphalangeal joint in like a scissor where the superficialis is splitting and profundus is coming out through the gap, and the tendon won't slide back. You can pull it with the muscle of the flexor, but it doesn't want to go back through. That's trigger finger. So getting into the spot where that inflammation is actually at with the spoon and working can be really helpful. It's not the only thing you should do. Working all the muscles, the digitorum superficialis and profundus muscles themselves is important, but it can be really good to get in here and work directly on the finger. Often for that, I will needle the muscles, needle the tendons, pull the needles out, and Gua Sha the muscles